Wam Kahalala Yahaba Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to you brothers who's pushing the truth in the four corners of highways and byways. To you sincere quadas watching in silence and subjection, believe sincerely. Alright? Kahala Yahaba Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Kakwadash. Shalom. It's Brother Yashimar here with another video. Hope it's quick, edifying, straight and to the point. Alright. Hey. Tribulation. A topic, that we must meditate on and keep in mind, especially coming especially in these last days. We living in beautiful time. And the struggle and even the hour temptation, which is nigh also. You understand? More and more we need, spiritual motivation and awakening. Well, not so much of an awakening, because once you come to this truth here, you're awake. Alright, but we need, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. Alright? So, this is Acts chapter 14 and verse 22. It says he conforming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. It says, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. So brothers, also sisters, right, of these brothers, diverse wives, hey, we are selected, from the beginning to face tribulation, right? At times you might be asking yourself, why me? But hey, why not? Alright? But why not? Yahweh power, deal it with us as sons. Alright? Tribulations and so on is not to scar us for life. But however, what this tribulation does is prove what we are made of. Is prove what we can do. Alright? Tribulation Salakyo. Yeah, so yeah, man. So tribulation, is the marinating, right, of our faith. All right. Let me get a definition of that word. Tribulation. All right. Tribulation. It's tribulation. It says any adversity, a trying period or event, Alright, this is under noun. Alright, proper noun, it says Christian eschatology. It says a period of persecution, of being second of the second coming, lasting 7 years, which Christians will experience worldwide, which put it perfect. Yo. Alright. But yeah, so let's stick to the noun. It says any adversity, a trying period or event. Alright. So basically that's tribulation. It's a trying period. Alright. And once you come into this thing of ours, you will be tried of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright? To prove worthy of having this truth. Now check this. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. Alright, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, prepare thy soul for temptation. Alright? And preparing your soul for temptation, what is that? It's for a trying period. A trial, period of trial. Alright? That's for a period of trial. Right? Because only the men of the Lord is going to hold on to this truth. Like this. Alright? So like you bear with me. Yeah. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 4. Alright. Read from verse 11. It says here, wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. When you look up in the Greek, the word for wisdom is Sophia. Sophia. Alright? So, basically, Sophia is also known for a name of a woman. And it's very ironic that the scripture would refer to wisdom as a woman. Because just like our mother, alright, the breast of her nurture us, that's why when we come into the scripture called that for the beginning, it's like we had need of milk. We learn the things and then we ease on into that meat. When we grow a full age, start over as a child. Alright? It says, reading back, Sirach chapter 4 verse 11, wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. It says, he that hold her fast shall be inherited glory, and wheresoever it says, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. Right? You see, so wisdom is good for wisdom to enter into your homes, Your house. You beginning with you as your house. All right. It begins with you. All right. You know, a man who that give it the that give wisdom, that's given wisdom of Yahweh Shai, he's blessed. All right. It says here they that serve her, they that serve her shall minister the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. All right. Whoso giveth her unto her, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attempt unto her shall dwell securely. All right. So yeah, so let me get to the point. Right. There's a beautiful precept you will read through. All right. Uh, but hey, and continue. It says, if a man committed himself, all right, unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. All right. So because what you teach your son, and they can pass down this knowledge and wisdom. Okay. Right. 17. It says, for at the force she will walk with him by the crooked way. You know, because remember at force we don't we basically have faults even in when we learn and we come forced to this truth. We be shaky with this thing. All right. You know, is like a struggle. All right. But what does actually, like, think about it like a child who's learning to creep then into walk, the fourth stage of trying to walk. He fall back, he fall over, he trip over himself. All right. It says, and bring fear and dread upon him, right? And torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. All right. So hey, that's the thing, and this tribulation right there, the trying time of trial, basically, which marinates this faith, marinate our faith, marinate us in this truth. But guess what? Then she returns the straight. Then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and shew him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him, and give him over to his own ruin, because you're not genuine with it. You can't be saved by association. Also the mindset of a heretic. She show you all the crooked way and things, you believe in some but not in all. All right. Verse 20, it says, observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thee, when it concerneth thy soul. Right. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and it's a lack you. Yeah, give him to really, but it's talking about I'm looking for the power to see me cast it off ere it belong, because here what the even this thing of ours is a burden. I don't know if I read past it. Let me just sort it back. Select you. Ah, Salakia, bear with me. Hey boy, I'm not getting it, you know. Hey. Salakia. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, I'm not getting Salakia by this man. She will give him over to his own ruin. Salakia, let me see something for wisdom. You know, Salakia, you know, I ain't get a specific one, you know, but you know, you brothers know that basically I'm going to paraphrase it, you know. She basically say that a man with cast off wisdom after should go with him through the crooked way, you know, but if, you know, but he will cast it off ere it belong because, you know, it's not really in him. You know, he doesn't have that will or the soul to carry it on. All right? Yeah, that's basically what it is. But, you know, going back to this, you know, to the whole thing of the tribulation, you understand, the disciples' faith are marinated by tribulation, you know. Anyway, I'm going to end it off here. You know, want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Kodash. You know, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to you brothers who's pushing this truth in the four corners, the highways and byways. Again, our praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Kodash. Shalom.